Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Capricorn for the full moon energies of February 2020. It is a general reading, so it will not resonate with each and every one of you who are watching. Forgive my voice if it's a little scratchy. I'm not sure if I'm getting a cold or not. Okay, so let's begin this reading. This reading is about trying to, a decision, really, because fame is here, a judgment call that will need to be made. You also have the wyvern. So this is about a second chance, okay? It's a chance you have to decide if you want to try to save a relationship or not. This could be you making this judgment call, or this could be somebody else um, making the judgment call. I'm going to read it as if it were you. It just saves a lot of trouble of going back and forth. But just know that it can be vice versa. So, fame is our judgment call. Um, it can be an announcement, um, somebody being judged. Now, we have the Eight of Swords from the Minchiate, and it was given to me in reverse, so it stays that way. And it is coming with the moon. Now, the Eight of Swords in this deck can speak to somebody who's already been burned, okay? So clearly, we're talking about, um, I feel that this is about a reconciliation. So, with the Eight of Swords, this person has been burned. So it's like once burned, twice shy. So you have been hurt, and so you are very careful and fearful not to do it again or not to get hurt again. So it makes you more cautious. So you might hold back on this second chance because you're fearful of being hurt again. So with the moon being here, you're trying to navigate your way through this energy, through these fears, more than likely, because you want to have hope. You got the card of hope here. You want to be hopeful that this could still work, that you could save it, but yet you cannot forget you're fearful. You have the Fool in your reading 3 times. And in the Minchiate, we see that the Fool, you got a child tugging on each one of his legs, like in different directions. It's almost like he's torn, doesn't know which way to go. Perhaps really wants to take that leap, but maybe doesn't want to um, uh, be too impulsive or be too quick. You have the card of time next. So um, you could have been sitting in this energy of heartbreak, I feel, for some time, because this person on this card is walking with a cane, so they have a limp. And so time here has been dragging. Um, the card of Virgo. Mm. You are being very cautious. It takes me back to that Eight of Swords again. Seven of Staves. Um, okay, so this is something that was bestowed on you, and that would be uh, this second chance, this blessing that has come to you, or feels like a blessing in the moment. Um, after after a period of after going through the challenging time, because you see that you have been here, you've been limping. So, um, Five of Swords. This is what you're worried about. You see, the Five of Swords. You have the fox in the box, and so you're worried about sudden surprises. This can be the wolf in sheep's clothing, because the wolf comes in, and they're very, very selective. They choose their victims, and so um, you may feel like they are that wolf in sheep's clothing. You're worried. For you feel that there's hidden things you're worried about, things you cannot see. You're worried about deception. You're worried about being a victim again because you've been there and you don't want to repeat that. So this is about a new beginning. It is about a healing. Um, Someone has come forward, but you can't really read them because you thought you could in the past, but you ended up getting hurt. So they're difficult to read. You're not sure if you want to let this person or not want to, because we know that you want them because you want to be hopeful it'll work. But I think it's more of a fear of letting them back in. So this person brings in the Ace of Cups and the Nine of Love. This is making up. This is love. It may have taken them some time to come forward. You could also be questioning that. You may be thinking that they're planning something, that they have a hidden agenda. So now, depending when you watch this video, this person may not have yet returned. You're dealing with fears. You see the monster beneath her bed, reaching out to grab her, thinking about the past, um, wondering if you should fight for this relationship, if you could bring the balance, if you could root out the problem or get over the problem, um, work through the issues, have your happy outcome with this person from your past, bring the warmth back um, into this relationship. So you have a choice, a decision to make on the Two of Cups. You're not sure, you're not quite believing them, because here you are in the Five of Cups. See, this is you. You left them for this reason. You did not feel that it was balanced. And there's three cups on one side and two on the other. They still stand, but they are. It shows an imbalance. So you may have felt shut out emotionally, or you felt that they did not love you the way you loved them or the way you wanted them to. You see this Six of Rods. This is um, it's like escaping a situation wherein you see this group of people here have wicked or bad intentions, and she's escaping on her horse. And so you may feel that that person did not have good intentions in the past, and this is why you escaped it. There was a lot of heartbreak here in the past with the Three of Swords. It was extremely disappointing to you. Actually, I want to leave those like that. So, sitting central, this is about taking that leap of faith, taking a risk, a new beginning. Here is the card of Judgment, second chances, making a judgment call, the Fool again. So this one here, she leaves behind everything she knows to take that leap of faith, or everything that she has to take that leap of faith, to reestablish roots elsewhere that she feels would be long term. So she leaves with only the clothes on her back. So making that judgment call to take that leap of faith, to set roots down, to make something grow. It's what this reading is about. Here we see the news that came in. Again, I mean, it could be you as this Knight of Pentacles, thinking about this news, trying to decide for the future with the Two of Wands here. But there's an obstacle. The obstacle would be fears, and also this energy of the devil here. So in the past, to you, you have reason to believe or feel that it was toxic in some way. It could also be that there are fears about whether you can transform this relationships. You're at a crossroads, feeling unable to decide. It's very emotional. The two, the two, it's actually not a two, it's actually a heart. But this is that offer that comes. It's an offer of love. It speaks to an enduring love, faithfulness, devotion. I look at this card, and I see soulmate energy here. Every time I see it. Okay, so you have actually the Two of Cups up here. With this card being here, I feel, very strongly that this is a soulmate. This is a very deep connection that, you need to make a decision on. You need to decide whether you can bring the warmth back into this home or into this relationship. You feel the warmth on this side of the card, but you also see the cold. This could be easily coming in out of the cold into the warmth, and maybe you are looking at the details here with this time card. In order to make the decision, if you feel that you can do this. You see, this person is coming in and they are changed, okay? They're coming in with a peace offering, with a new offer of love, and they have changed. This Knight of Swords is not the same knight you see in the typical tarot. This knight here has learned his lesson. So this person comes back and they have learned their lesson. They are no longer impulsive. Um, and so they come back to you with a sincere offer. They are still very much attracted to you. Um, they're very passionate about you. You will be, um, I feel, because with this card here, she is working her way through a maze, and she kept hitting brick walls. You see, um, with this person in the past, but now they come back a changed person. But she's still looking at the past, possibly, or um, she's going to rely on past wisdom um, in order to navigate through the energy. Still, she is having difficulties. Um, the lilies. This speaks to a love, or it's a card of nurturing, the nurturing of a relationship, of a love, or the lack of these things. This is what you are trying to figure out. Can you um, can you nurture this love, or do they really want to nurture this love? Can you bring back the calm, the peace? You're worried with the snake and the tower here. You're worried that this person might have a hidden agenda, or that they are not being truthful, that they are not um, that they're like wearing two faces. So you're not trusting them because you've been hurt and you've had experience with this person, and we see that here in this card here. You're still holding on to the pain from the past. So you're worried that with the ring, you're worried about this commitment. Should you accept? Should you take that or make that judgment call? You're worried that it would repeat. It can be things just going around in circles. But you have this card. So, with regards to this situation, a solution here can now be found. So, if a solution now can be found, then this person is being truthful. So, when they come back and say that they've changed, they really have been doing the work. So, you have the key. You can unlock that door and let them in. Where did I see that? Here it is. So you can unlock the door. You see they're standing on the outside here. I don't know if you can see it. You see that? You see the person in the window? So they're standing on the outside and they want to come in. You're not quite sure if you're going to let them in or not. You're not sure if you trust them or not. So it's up to you. You get to use the key. You can close the door, lock them out, not let them in, or you can open the door and give them the chance. That is what I have for you. I thank you for watching, for liking and sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has donated to my channel. Many blessings to all of you.